Fuck Dana White and the UFC. Dana White bitching. How the hell can you say that Fedor Emelianenko ain't the best fighter on the fucking planet? Of course you can say that, Dana White, because you can't get your hands on him. That's why. Fedor then ran through every fucking major heavyweight in the fucking UFC, from Nogueira to fucking down to fucking Crow Cop. What the fuck is Dana jealous ass, bald-headed ass White talking about, bitch? You don't even run the fucking UFC. The Fertitta brothers do. You own 10% of that motherfucker. You didn't even have the money to make it global and worldwide the way it did. The Fertittas and the billions of casino lottery winnings they have from their pop made the UFC the way it is. So Dana White, who the fuck is you to say that Fedor ain't the best? And he didn't beat all your fucking top UFC fucking fighters. You was a fucking hypocrite. You go on TV, try to play it off in front like your ass is all sincere and honest. And hey, listen guys, the judges won't listen to me. If I could do something about it, I could. Hey, but listen guys, they don't give a shit about what I say. Yeah, bitch, but you always running your fucking mouth. Actually, some people pay attention to the shit you say, and you should start to pay attention as the same damn way. Maybe be more of a gentleman. Just because you fucking bald-headed and you dress in suits, that don't make you a gentleman. Because the shit that come out your fucking mouth, sometimes you should be smacked the fuck up for it. And you ain't gonna get Fedor or anybody else by insulting them. You ain't gonna get Overeem. You ain't gonna get Fedor. You ain't gonna get nobody else by insulting them, you fucking dumbass dickhead. That's why y'all had to merge with the WEC, because a lot of y'all fighters ain't top names no more. Rashad Evans, Rampage Jackson, Vanderlei Silva, Frank Mir. They getting their fucking ass beat. And your number one attraction just got thrashed by a fucking Mexican that's 5 times smaller than them. So you had to fucking merge. And a good thing, I guess, that shit was in the works, because a lot of your fighters ain't fighters no more. You know what I mean? Fucking Brock Lesnar, Shane Carwin. Shane Carwin, how the hell do you throw 30 punches around and then tired? What the fuck is professional about that? That nigga should be stripped of any more opportunities fighting in the UFC for a whack-ass performance like that. That shit is sad, man. There's too many hungry people out here want opportunities, and you see these fucks on the UFC just taking advantage of the fucking opportunities. Fuck Shane Carwin. He ain't even a real heavyweight. He's on too much creatine and steroids. If you see him when he's not training, the nigga look like he about 205 pounds. How the fuck does he go from 210 to 230 to 240 to 250 to 260 to 270 just for a goddamn heavyweight fight? Because it's all water weight and fucking potatoes. That fat, can't punch ass, fucking one round fucking wonder. He ought to be ashamed of himself. And you know what? I ain't gonna get on Brock Lesnar, because that pussy can't fight no damn way. They shouldn't even let this fucking circus act in the damn UFC. That's what you get when you spoiled and used to get in your fucking way, and they say you're the greatest after you had 3 fucking MMA fights in history, and you calling out Fedor. Motherfucker, I'll smack the shit out you my goddamn self. How the fuck dare you? What the fuck gives you the right? You ain't even climb up the ladder of you didn't get to the echelon of success. You bought your way in the fucking UFC through the WWE. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, nigga. Hold your head low, real low, cause you ain't about shit. And I'm glad motherfucking Cain Velasquez exposed your fake ass. So now we can get back to the real fighters, the hard-working MMA motherfuckers that put their time, sweat, and fucking effort in. Not because they bought some fucking outpost way out in the fucking Google land and they think they can train like they fucking commando, bitch. You can lift all them weights and all that shit, and you can practice all the moves, but you know what? We found out that Brock Lesnar got no fucking heart. A big-ass pussy. Because he got used to intimidating everybody by his fucking size and using steroids to get so fucking big. And when a motherfucker who had nothing to say and didn't play his circus WWE ass game exposed his ass in the fucking octagon, that nigga was looking stupid and had to laugh at his dumb ass self for being such a fucking prick. And I'm glad. You know what? A lot of other motherfuckers is going to be exposed. Frank Mir already been exposed. He shouldn't even be in the goddamn UFC. Neither should Krokov. Neither should fucking Brock Lesnar. And really, I don't even think Rampage Jackson even wants to be in the fucking UFC. He's just doing it for a fucking check, like he said. He don't even want to do interviews no goddamn more. So the UFC ain't what it fucking is. Hopefully, maybe they got this UFC WEC merger. You'll see more real fighters like Jose Aldo, And fuck this Uriah Faber. That nigga is UFC nuts. He talking about doing the Ultimate Fighter. He talking about doing this, talking about doing that. Man, shut the fuck up. What the fuck is a Uriah Faber? Sound like a goddamn fruit cereal or some shit, man. You overly excited and overly anxious to get in the UFC. Well, you in there now, right? You about to get your ass beat again, just like Jose Aldo beat that ass. So you can rest assured and relax. It's coming your way, because you can't fight neither. You just a piece of shit. You gonna get exposed by the real fighters in the UFC, like George Shostopoulos. They got Cairo Parisian back, Joe Lozon, Nate Diaz. Come on, man. Like the UFC, I will give the lower class people a lot of fucking credit, because the ones who ain't superstars, they the real fighters. You get these motherfuckers like Machida and Rampage Jackson and Rashad Evans, they just lay back, and when they fighting, they lay back in their game. They don't do shit. They don't do a lot. They just there to get a fucking check. Especially Forrest Griffin. I mean, the UFC straight making names off of people who put asses in seats. But damn, is it really worth it if you really think about it? These talentless motherfuckers who just had a couple hurrahs and fights earlier in their career, and now they just try to market them like they the shit. Rashad Evans ain't the shit. Forrest Griffin ain't the fucking shit. A lot of these motherfuckers that the people know ain't the shit, because they just fans. They hear a name and they think, oh, that person's supposed to be the man, like BJ Penn. This motherfucker ain't even had 20 motherfucking fights. How the fuck do people think he was one of the best? Do you know why? Because he had that great-ass marketing scheme, that WWE scheme. He came out and he said that he was the motherfucking prodigy, and he got a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt within 3 years. Wow, big fucking deal, and still never even had 20 fucking fights. And he had a couple good fights with some fucking losers and shit like Diego Sanchez and scary-ass Matt Hughes, who got choked out. And that's really kind of about it. He never really done nothing really that fucking tremendous to be considered the greatest fighter on the planet, or, you know what I mean, or just great, period. I mean, damn, at least have 20 fucking fights, you know what I mean, before you. But a lot of people, you MMA people, are just fans. You are not fighters. You're just fucking fans. You don't spend enough time in MMA to really learn about it and learn what's really going on inside and behind the scenes. Y'all fucking looking at MMA like it's some goddamn movie. Like, Hollywood is not in charge of this shit, okay? This is like actual martial artists fighting with stats and bios. It ain't all about blood and you see a motherfucker nose cut and face all beat up, and then if you don't see that, then you don't like the fight. If that's the case, turn this shit off and go watch motherfucking HBO or some fucking army documentary or some horror movie or some shit. Because a lot of y'all MMA fans, women and men alike, y'all just fans, and that's it. Y'all know nothing about MMA. You know what I mean? And y'all know nothing about the fighters either. So, with that said, fuck you. And fuck Dana White, bitch. Dana White ain't shit.